Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Capril, or again, this is Tea with Capril today. I have had an Irish grandmother from Ireland. I mean, the real deal. and so tea was very prevalent throughout the household. And so, I don't know, I was hooked on it as a young child. Anyway, enough of that. I want to talk to you about the next stock market crash. It's coming. I just don't know when. I also could talk to you about the next market boom. It's coming. I just don't know when. See, if you've learned anything in 2020, it's the uncertainty and the volatility of life. It just happens. When markets go down, what was I telling you? Hang in there. Okay, this happens. Chances are it'll come back. I don't know when, but chances are it'll come back. And so what has happened is I now read about all these poor people who market went down, they panicked, they threw it all in cash, markets come back, and they missed out. Look, I can't tell you what next month, next year brings. But I'm pretty confident like what the next 10 years are going to bring. I'm even confident what the next 5 years could bring. You're likely to see a period of expansion and decline, but you don't necessarily have to have a booming economy for the stock market to go up. You just need to be owning those companies that do well. So in 2020, we had a lot of companies do well. We had some that didn't do well. But, not too many of you were probably investing in restaurants. Those are the ones that got hit hardest. But if your portfolio had Procter & Gamble in it, if it had Target in it, if it had Amazon in it, which if you work with us, you do, well, you saw the benefits of that. And eventually we started seeing those benefits in global markets as well. So I just want to remind you that bad news will happen again. When it does, what do? We rebalance your portfolio. We identify fixed income components of your portfolio, and we pull the money that you need from there so that you're not selling equities. There's a lot of things we can do to address the issue as it occurs, but it's normal. And that's why I don't panic, because I know it's going to happen. I just don't know when. My job, Nikki's job, is to make sure that you don't do anything that's going to cause irreparable damage. All right? That's really our job here. There's a strategy for it. We expect it to happen. We just don't know when. But when it does, there's a plan. So it's important we learn from this past year. And if you want to talk more about it, please reach out. We'll be organizing the annual review process here pretty soon. But I want to make sure that we all take this year as a lesson for what it was. I can only hope that 2021 is much different, is better to the extent that it can be. I mean, sadly, there were a lot of bad things that happened that nothing we can do about that. That's not going to change. But going forward, I'm hoping there's a reason for optimism. That's usually the way life works. All right? So remember that. Markets are going to do what they're going to do. We can't control that. Generally, they're upward sloping, but we have strategies in place no matter what they do. If you want to talk more, reach out. Talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.